I think I have a solve that can help you if you've been glued to your phone too much, where you feel like you're just going to a whole bunch of different websites and you feel like your creative energy is just scattered all over the place. And it's going to be the simplest thing in the world. It'll almost feel like, wow, I'm throwing myself back to when I was back in elementary school. But I think that you'll find it rewarding. Hey, welcome to the channel. If you're brand new here, my name is Kevin Gregg. I'm a creative writer, director, producer. I help you get your creative work done so you can make a thriving living from it. Thanks for joining us here. I had a thing over the holidays. My one of my sons asked me for an interesting gift because he had just moved into a brand new home that him and his wife had just purchased, and they kind of had everything that they needed. And I said to him, "Hey man, what's something that you would like for Christmas?" And he just threw out this thing where he said, "Could you just, I don't know, just do something crafty if you want to, just something from the heart. Doesn't matter. It could be uh, a note, whatever." And it really kind of made me think for a second because it's easier, so much easier for me to go, "Oh man, let me just get you something, whatever." Fortunately, because of this request, it caused me to do something where I just started looking for what can I do for him? What's something that's out there? So I found this cool little paper craft that was online that showed how to make like this little paper sword, right? Like to just take a couple pieces of like more thicker paper and to really just fold it up and to make it into kind of like these little durable swords and stuff like that. So I created these things. But here's the incredible thing that happened while I was doing it. While I was crafting and making these things, it did a couple of things. Number one, it slowed me down, right? Like this wasn't going to be something where I was going to be able to jump online or buy something on Amazon or whatever. It was a moment of like, hey, let me take the time. Let me follow the instructions here. Let me make sure that I'm doing this correctly. And it was really taking my focus. And it threw me back to about I don't know, about 10 or 15 years ago, maybe even more, when one of my younger sons had this party that was over the house, and we were having a whole bunch of fourth graders come over for my son's birthday party. And we were trying to figure out what to do because, like, almost everybody from his class was going to show up, and it was like 18, 9-year-olds that were going to show up and going, what the heck are we going to do? I found at that time this paper craft that was about making sort of a knight's helmet. And we took this moment in the party where all the kids sat down, everybody crafted and cut out their own little knight's helmet. And it was awesome, right? Because people were able to do their own uh, personality signatures to it or to make it specifically their own. And as I was doing that paperwork years ago, and I was doing this sword paperwork. It just made me think, man, we need more of this, right? When we're creatives, because it's so easy to run around and to be diving onto Instagram or YouTube or scrolling or just trying to find out what's the next thing, what's the trendiest thing, what's something that'll spark an idea for me. And then it's something to take a moment and to slow down and to do something that uses your time and your hands, right? And I don't know what that would be for you, right? Maybe it might be the idea of getting a piece of paper and doing like pencil sketches or something, or just slowing down. And maybe it's about doing, I'm a big fan of Sudoku, right? So I'll like get out a huge Sudoku book that I have and then just do the numbers on that. I really like doing stuff that unplugs me from my phone for a little bit, just so I'm doing something that's physical and tactile for a while. And also, I'll also get that, I'll also do those pauses when I'm doing housework or different chores or things like that that I want to do around the house, right? It's just my opportunity to be able to slow down for a second, unplug from all of the noise and all of the stuff that's trying to get my attention, and to really just let my brain rest in a way. I think that something happens when you're doing physical activities that don't take a lot of brain work, that you can almost go on autopilot as you're following instructions or doing something that seems a little bit rote, whether that's doing laundry or washing dishes, or even in this case, I was just following very simple directions for folding this paper stuff. But it lets your mind kind of be in a resting state, and I think that it allows for other ideas to come in. I've had this happen a ton of times, right? I will just unplug from the computer for a while, go and like wash dishes or clean or fold laundry or something like that. And I try not to have anything in my ears, right? Because I don't want to have extra input that's coming in. But I want to have this moment where my brain is kind of resting and almost in a way it's allowing my brain and my mind and my thinking to get a little bit bored. So it gives rest for other ideas to come in. Maybe it's something that you want to experiment with. What is that thing that you could do that is like, hey, what would be like a fun tactile thing that I could do that is completely different from my current craft, right? If you're a musician, is it about you drawing? If you're an actor, is it about you taking the time to write, like write a short story or something, right? What's something that might be an opposite craft that that you have to go, hey, I'm gonna take some time here and actually do some kind of tactile project or something where I've got to put my hands, got to be using my hands, right? And have a little fun with that. So anyway, I thought that I wanted to share that with you just to kind of change it up, right? We sort of do what do they do in exercise, right? They do like muscle mixing up your muscle memory and stuff by doing different exercises. Maybe there's something to this when if you're too stuck on a project that you're thinking on to just go, hold on, let me take a pause here and let me do something else that's going to sort of disrupt this, so I can clear up the channel, right? A little bit. So I hope that that helps. If you did find that helpful, amazing. Please make sure that you like and subscribe for more videos that will encourage you as you're trying to get your creative work done. And if you're looking for a community to help get your creative work done, guess what? Working Creatives Community is open now to help you get that work done with other like-minded individuals who are on the same path, trying to be accountable to one another, trying to encourage each other, and to try and get your work done. The link is down below in the description of this video. Please join us over at the Working Creatives community. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.